Okay, well, that's an interesting situation you've got yourself in. Does he know that you're seeing other guys?
I don't imagine so. I'm not going to go out of my way and be like, by the way, like, I'm doing this. Like, I don't think that that's my personal information. Obviously now it's not because it's on the internet, but it's like, why? I don't feel like I owe him that to disclose that to him. If he straight up asked me, I would be honest with him, but he's never asked me.
Do you think he's seeing other girls?
I doubt it.
Do you think you're leading him on?
No, I've told him a million times, and I've tried to like be like, hey, like, if still talking is like too much for you, if that's like hard on you, we don't have to talk anymore. And I personally think it's better for both of us that we don't talk anymore. But he always insists that no, like, he still wants to keep in contact. And I'm obviously I've tried. You have no idea how many different times I've tried to be like, listen, like, this is not good for like either of us, mental health wise. Like, this is not good for either of us to, you know, still be talking. And he just like cannot let go. So
okay, so when you have these conversations with him, have you ever said, do not contact me again, or I don't want to hear from you again, or we're done, stop talking to me? And does he persist?
It's more so I give him not the option, but I lay it out like as it is. I'm like, this is not good for either of us. So are you sure? And every single time he still wants to like keep me around. So
is he in love with you?
Probably, I imagine so.
Are you in love with him?
I care about him still. I don't think I'm in love with him.
Were you in love with him?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. It's obvious that he probably loves you. Well, I mean, that sounds to be the case, right? But I mean, you've stated you don't want to have a relationship with him, and you don't see it ever going back there, correct?
Unless he changes a lot about himself, like, I don't think I could see myself in the future being with him again.
Yeah. I mean, I think even then sometimes it's my philosophy when it comes to getting back together with someone, it's better to just move on, find someone new. I mean, what I would recommend to you is I think it's going to be hard for him, but I think it's pretty clear that he's in love with you. Like, he's not going to be wanting to distance himself from you. You know, I think for the best thing for both of you would be, like, you might have to be the one that is like, hey, I can't do this anymore. What are we doing here? It's right. Not fair to you. It's not fair to me, because perhaps this guy's preventing you from, well, I know you said you kind of want to be single right now, but perhaps it's preventing you and maybe it's not interrupting with your other potential dating options. Mm-hmm. And I mean, from what you said, it sounds like you don't want to, this is not going to become serious again, or it's unlikely to.
It makes me feel guilty to some extent but at the same time, it makes me feel guilty, but then also frustrated because he never put this effort when we were together. He did not care that much when we were together. Now all of a sudden that we're not together, it's like this whole different person that's like putting in all this effort and wants me so bad. And it's like, you know,
it's that old saying, you don't know what you've got until it's gone.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I think the healthiest thing for both of you would be he's not going to do it. I think, you're free to do whatever you want, of course, but, I would nip that in the bud if I was you.
No, yeah, I have a letter written out because they were like, Maya, like, you can't just not send anything back.
You haven't sent it?
No, it's still in the notebook.
Oh, is it the breakup letter?
It's not